Good.
I think we can begin.
Okay. So welcome everybody. I assume you were at the other session when we were introducing everything and everybody. So I'm Alexandra Arellano. I'm the Associate Director, School of Human Kinetics. Donc, bienvenue tout le monde. Je suis la directrice adjointe aux études de premier cycle de l'École des sciences des activités physiques. Donc, c'est un événement annuel qu'on fait cette année. L'année passée, on a dû l'annuler. So this year, it's really nice to have you here because last year we had to cancel this event and we have a really nice, full and very diverse schedule tonight. So for this first session, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to do this presentation. And I'll begin with sharing my screen. And please let me know if you can see.
We can see.
Okay. Good. I will put full screen. Is that okay? Okay. So I managed to invite as well Rebecca. Rebecca, I think you're here, right? I think I saw your name. Hi. Do you want to say hi and say who you are?
My name is Rebecca. I'm here from the academic office. I'm a specialist at the academic office.
Excellent, because we might have questions we'll try to answer most of your questions, but there are some technical questions that Rebecca will be here to answer as well from the academic office. So hopefully we manage to cover everything. So just to situate, just in case you didn't see, just so we are here in the session, and I really hope that normally we organize this event for the third and fourth year because they're going to think about their research projects, the internship, but we really think it's important for you to be there too, the first and second year, and see what the profs are doing in terms of research. So really hope that you will stay and you will assist to all these presentations. So here we are, and the aim of this session will be to talk about the new options that we have developed very recently for our undergraduate programs. So all of you are either in the BHK or in the BSc in Human Kinetics, and you have new opportunities, new options within these programs. So this is what I want to introduce and tell you about. And I want to also talk about the new minor because we have changed the old leisure studies minor to a new minor. So I want to also talk about that today. And it's a bit strange to talk about international exchange when nobody can travel, but I still want to say a few words on the possibilities of international exchanges for you, because if you are first year, we recommend these exchanges to take place on the third year. So it might be still possible for you to think about the possibilities if one day we go back to normal. So this is what it is. And I'll try to, my slides, most of my slides are in French because I speak in English. And if you really want to stop me, we'll try to do this informal. Ask questions in the chat room. You can speak if you want. We'll go from that. And that's right. So I'll begin with just situating the two main programs that we have. So here you have the BHK that has this emphasis on social sciences, and the BSc that has emphasis on biophysical sciences, and you have both programs that are interdisciplinary, right? So you have all these disciplines anyway, but you have a little more social sciences or a little more biophysical sciences. What is new is that now you can choose two new options. And so if you're on the BHK, you can now, from the first year or the second year or the third year, whenever you want, and it's very flexible, you can choose an option. So we have created one that is called Management and Governance, that is more sport management and recreation. Actually, we've changed the name, right? So in the website, and Rebecca, maybe this is new for you, but in the website you will see this option is called governance and management. But in May, it will be called sport management and recreation, because we thought it was more representative, more better in terms of recognizing what it's about. So governance is still a concept that is a little general. So it will be sport management and recreation. And this option as well, we changed the name because it's called intervention, promotion, and community programming. And it's like difficult to recognize intervention, promotion. What does that mean? So now it's called physical activity, education, and coaching, right? So this is more targeted towards more precise as an option, but it's exactly the same. It's just the name that is changing. If you're interested in looking for information, you see the names are in the process of changing the title of the options. So this is what it means. It means that you can choose a selection of courses that will be more guided towards sport management or coaching and education. And the third option we have created is in this other stream in the BSc. So what you're doing, if you're in the BSc, you are doing the main general stream, but you have now, since 2019, it's pretty recent, a new option, and it's the applied studies in kinesiology. I don't know if you've heard about the profession of kinesiologist is becoming really important and is taking more and more place in the province. We have the College of Kinesiology that is working really hard to make this profession become more accepted and more integrated within our health system. So we have more and more interest, and our students become kinesiologists. The only issue we have is that when you finish your BSc, you have to apply to an assessment of your courses to see if you are eligible to enter to the exam, the entry kinesiology, registered kinesiology entry examination, right? So our students access the exam, but it takes a lot of paperwork. They have to evaluate the courses you took to see if the competencies you have developed in your courses will be acceptable to take the exam. What is the difference now with this new option? So if you complete your BSc with the new option, it gives you direct entry to the examination. And that's the novelty. This is what is new. And we had the approval from the College of Kinesiology not even a month ago. So this has been like a 5-year process of trying to get the approval and the approved equivalence of our program, our new option in kinesiology. So now students will take that option, will go directly to the exam. It doesn't mean that if you're doing the BSc General that you cannot apply to the exam. You can still do it, but you will not have direct entry. It means that all your courses will have to be assessed by the college, and they might tell you, well, you need one more course in this area, one more course in this area. And then if you have finished your degree, it's not really nice to have to go back and take some more courses to be able to take the exam. So if you take this option, you have a secured entry to the examination. So these are the 3 new options and the 3 possibilities. And all of these options, what you have to know is that the courses are the same offer. It's not like you have to take courses elsewhere. The same courses that you already have are the same. It's just the sequencing that changes. So if you take sport management, you go on the website and you'll see what is the sequence of courses that you need for this, for that stream, for that option. So that's why you can declare the option anytime during your degree. It can be now, If you're not too sure, you can follow the courses, choose the courses according to the ones that are proposed for the governance and management option. And then when you're sure, you can declare the option and officially have your option on your diploma, that you will have a mention of your option. So far, so good. Do we have a question? I see we have a question. Yeah, so we have a question. So, si je choisis une mineure et je décide que ce n'est pas pour moi, est-ce possible de changer? So if you choose, say that you choose sport management and you change your mind, absolutely. That's why I say it's very flexible. Donc, si tu choisis gestion du sport et tu décides que tu aimes plus ou moins les cours, ou tu tombes en amour avec les cours de coaching et tu veux changer ou tu veux revenir à l'ancien général, absolument aucun problème. So you can easily change, but the only important thing is that you complete your courses. If you did too many courses in sport management and then you want to have the other option, maybe you will have courses that will have to be in addition. So you may have end with your degree with more credits. So the earlier you know, the better, right? But if you will want to go back to the general one, that's not a problem. You can go back and that's more easy. You can always look at the courses for each option and follow the courses. And then when you're really sure, declare your option. Just want to see if there's maybe other. Okay. So I assume you know about the general strength of our program, and that you have the possibilities you have on the third and fourth year. I just want to remind you that you will have the opportunity on the fourth year to take an internship, and you have to choose between the internship or the research project, right? And this is what this parallel session with Michael and on the other side they're doing third and fourth year. They're talking about the internship and research project possibility to help students decide, what do you want to do? Do you want a practical work experience? And we have really good opportunities with a lot of different organizations that are partnering with us. Or do you want a research experience because you are really considering graduate studies? You don't have to, you can just do a research project no matter what, but you have this possibility on your fourth year, and it's important that you start thinking about that already. And when you will see the presentations from the profs today, after this presentation, you will see the type of project students are working in, and it's extremely diverse. And so you will be working with one prof for 1 year, and at the end you will have a conference where you will present. So it's a really, really good experience for you. And if you're really considering graduate studies, it's a plus. A must. You really have managed to develop research skills, and you're ahead of everyone because you have a good understanding of research design and research processes. So you have really two good opportunities to think about. And there's also international exchanges. I'll tell you a little more about that today, and I will tell you who's the person in charge, so you can contact them if you are interested. And obviously, you know that all our courses are bilingual. So, you know, I think a lot of you are still lost at this point, first, second year. You know, you're not too sure what this will give you as a degree, what you will, you know, you think you can be, well, I can teach physical activity, or I can go in physio, right? But there's so much more possibilities. And I will show you what I've been working on recently with an alumni, a student that just finished her BHK. She did 18 interviews to alumni, all our students that have finished our programs in all the different combinations possible, and they are now in the workplace. And you should see this variety of the career these students have. It's very impressive. So from the BSc, from the BHK, from sport management area, from sociology, some people have their own clinics. They are kinesiologists, consultant, but a lot of them are continued at the graduate studies and undertook and became researchers. And some of them are university professors. We have 2 interviews to 2 university professors. They continued in research, a lot of med school students as well. So I'll show you the link so you can see these, have access to these 18 interviews that are extremely fresh. They've just been posted in YouTube, and we'll now start working with them, trying to share them in different media. So what else did I wanted to say? So here your degree, your BSc, if you're in the BSc, is 120 credits or units. You have 66 units of compulsory courses, 24 optional courses that are also APA, but you also have the opportunity to do a minor in the BSc general stream. So I wanted to remind you that. So you have 30 units of electives. So you can do a minor anywhere on campus. It's something to consider if you're doing that general stream. If you want to do the kinesiology option, it's different. And you can't travel if you want to think about an exchange, international exchange. You cannot in this case because it's very strict and it's all compulsory courses. If you take the kinesiology option, all the courses are compulsory. These are the courses you need to take to develop all the skills and competencies from the college. So you have to be aware of this as well. The only one course you can take as an elective in that option. And then same thing for the BHK. So with or without option, if you take sport management option or coaching education option, you still have a free 30 credit to do a minor, which can be quite interesting for you, right? So if you're interested in psychology, positive psychology, if you're interested in there's a new coming minor in health management in Telfer as well. You know, there's many, you can see on campus, there's many possibilities with a minor. But also, so if you take any options, you can still do this minor. But I also want to suggest that we also have a minor in our program, APA, which is a minor called, in English, it's a bit complicated as well, the name. Minor in Studies of Social Issues in Sport, Physical Activity and Leisure. So this is a minor with an emphasis on sociology, anthropology, history. And you never know, because we have always students that fall in love all of a sudden with sociology and continue and end as a university professor. We have many cases. So you never know. So if you enjoy these courses, you might be interested in guiding your course sequence towards this minor. But I don't know, I will ask a question now, Rebecca. I don't know if you're aware that what happens now with this minor, because it's new, and there's been talk about the fact that BHK students could possibly not take this minor. Do you know about this?
So for now, I don't think there's an official rule in place, but because they're so similar, it's not really something we're recommending because you're not gaining anything new. You can take all those courses through the program as it is. So nothing official is blocking students from adding the minor, but it could be something that is blocked in the future. We've seen it in other faculties where minors that are too similar, because it's not really adding anything new, they don't allow the combo, but we are currently still allowing it.
Yeah, that's what I understood. Because we created it thinking this is for our students, but also from outside students, like the leisure studies one. But we were told that, in fact, this is not adding anything, any new knowledge, external knowledge. It's all courses. So it's possible to have it, you have a minor in studies of social issues in sport, but we're not too sure right now if it's recommended and if it's going to be blocked in the future. It's a possibility, but it's so therefore, in other words, it's a minor that at this point is more created for people that are maybe not in our programs. So okay, so let's see here. I have the question around how do we apply for the options, how to declare an option, how do I register to an option. So here also, Rebecca, maybe you might help, because what I know is that here, and I went to take that screenshot here, it's open right now, the platform, right? So it's time to declare your option. From March 1st till August 31st, the platform is open and you can declare your option. Do you want to add something, like any details on how to do that?
Yeah, that's correct. So it's open right now, and it's not your last chance. So most students here are in first or second year. So if you're just in first year, you're not sure, you don't have to add it this year. You could add it next year if you want to, or change your mind like Alexandra mentioned earlier. So it is open now. You'll see, I can add the link to this website maybe in the chat. You'll see it has step-by-step instructions, and it's just done through your UOZone account.
So I tried to see what it looks like, to see how easy it is. And do you know what is requested from student? Is it an easy process in terms of, because I didn't have access obviously to UOZone and what students see, but once they're in there, is it easy to go through that?
It should be. It's supposed to be user-friendly. It's a series of drop-down lists. So it will say, I want to add this program. So it would be, these are under like an option. So you're not changing your major, your honors, a specialization, you're changing your option or your minor. So it should be pretty straightforward once you're in there, but there is some, there's probably a PDF helper in UOZone as well if it gets confusing. And you can also always reach out to healthsc@uottawa.ca. So that's us at the academic office. If you feel lost and you're not sure how to fill it out, we can help you with it.
Yeah, sounds good. Excellent. Thank you. So just to help you visualize a little, like if you're interested in seeing and see what are the courses that are related to a special option. So in this case, sport management, you can go on the website and see what are the courses, what is the course sequence that is suggested there, and what are the courses that you would have to take to get that option. And that can help you evaluate if you want to declare that option. Same for all the others. And as I say, if you want to, you're not sure, but you have the interest of this option, you can just choose these courses every year because they are offered. It's all courses. So you can just start taking them, and when you're sure, then you can declare your option, or you can declare it and then go back if you change your mind. So you have the list of all these options online, so you can see the description of each of these courses. And also, just to a little detail to remind you, is that the 3,000 and 4,000 level courses, the way they are suggested in the sequence, it doesn't mean that the third and fourth year can alternate. You can do fourth year on the third year and vice versa. Third and fourth year are way more flexible in terms of course selection, because sometimes, because we have bilingual programs, the scheduling is very complex, and so we have courses that alternate French English every other year. So you might see I have to take a 3,000 course on my third year, but it's not available. It's in my language. So it doesn't matter that you do it on the fourth year, on the third year, right? Third or fourth, 3,000, 4,000, it's fine. Because of the complexity of French language and the resources, not all our courses are offered every year. And so to help you plan ahead as well, I'm preparing right now a projection, a scheduling projection. So soon online, and I will send the link and everything to the information to the Student Association to share the information with you. But I'm preparing a 3-year projection of the course schedule for 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24. So you will see the courses in the future, and it will be easier for you to plan, and we will try to stick to that schedule as much as we can. Things can happen and things might change slightly, but yeah, we're nearly done with it, and we'll put it online fairly soon, so you can plan ahead. So here's some examples of the career perspective if you take the sport management. And as I say, I want to share with you, this is for the education and coaching here. So this is on top here you have the link, and maybe I will try, or I don't know if you can, probably not, but I will put the link on the chat room maybe for everyone. This has just been posted. We've just finished the editing of these interviews, and this was made out of funds to promote French programs. So a lot of them are in French, and but a lot of them also in English. But the aim was to promote in French because we have more difficulties attracting students francophone. But you will see all the 18 interviews, and you will see the variety of where these people are right now and in their jobs. Some are continuing their studies, some are in all parts of the world working in all these different areas. And you will see some of them have undergraduate and graduate, some only undergrad. So we try to have a good variety, and these are just 2-minute, 3-minute clips where they talk about their experience, what they thought about the program, what the program gave them. And it's really interesting to see how they appreciated the interdisciplinarity of our programs and to be touching everything. We have a case, for example, it's a student that did a BSc undergrad. Then she did a master's in social cultural studies in sociology. And now she's working in sport management. And so she's talking about her experience and everything she's learned and how well trained she is in all these disciplines to do what she's doing now. And it's really great to hear them after, when they're in their career. And that can give you a lot of ideas as well for you to project yourself in after the program. So I really invite you to go and listen to all these interviews. So this is some details on okay, I just wanted to reach this point to the international exchange. Is there any question on the options? Jamil, did you have any question on your side, everything is good? Because now let's start talking.
Everything seems to be good here. No questions in the chat, so
Exchanges, the equivalences, and the process is way easier. If you're choosing to go with the university and you develop your own exchange, then it's really complicated because you have to submit the courses you want to do. We have to find equivalents. We have to really try to make them fit in our programs, and it's heavy. It's complicated. Well, these partnerships are already created to be easy for you to travel, and we recommend these for particularly I think it's for the third year. And so nothing is happening right now. We also have students from these countries coming to our programs, and normally we have a nice exchange. But I still wanted to mention this to you, because if you're on a first year, it's still possible to consider, right? You can still think about it, and I'll say a little more for each of them, but Marika Tax, who was in charge before of international exchange, she sent me this slide like very recently about one of the courses. So the ISM summer school, usually it's an opportunity for students to go on a summer course, and this course travels around Europe. So every year is a different country, a different city. And it's a sport marketing course. So within the stream of sport management, but you don't have to be in the option sport management. You don't have to be, but you need to have completed 54 university credits, and you have to have completed the course AP 2134 or 35, 34 in French, administration. So if you have done that and you registered in one of our programs, you have access to this 1 week summer school in different cities of the world. But the thing is, now, but it's virtual and it's still a possibility. I have no idea what this will look like as an intensive virtual course, online course, but it might be of interest, and it still counts for a course, for a 3,000 course for our program. So you might be interested in getting information to see if you could plan maybe to take this course. So you have the information here, you have the website, and I will give you the name of the person at the very end, so you can, if you have questions, specific questions, once you go and visit the website. But this is an opportunity for, I don't know how they would do that, an online international experience. Maybe you'll have day trips online. I don't know what they will do, but anyway, it's a possibility, and they are doing it. It's the only one right now. Then, so we have opportunities for you to travel to Norway, France, Belgium, and Germany. And the ISM is Germany. So this is the one that is in different cities every year. So last year, I think it was Spain, I think Madrid, and then it was in Belgium. So it really travels, the 1 week on sport marketing. just quickly, I'll show you. I think I have a few slides here on just what it looks like. The partnership with Norway. A lot of our students decide to travel to Norway because the Norwegian School of Sports Science is really, really good, has an excellent reputation. Norway is an amazing country to discover, really. Dry throat. Sorry. And so I need water. I don't know, Jamil, if you know anybody with experience, a student that has traveled. I'll go and get a glass of water. Just a sec.
No, I actually don't know anyone who has technically traveled. My sister did an exchange in the Netherlands. Who did? Oh, right. There was a student who did travel. He's graduated now, but he did a semester in, do you remember where it was? Norway? Probably, I think Norway. And he loved it. He was there for, I think it was a semester. Yeah, a semester in Norway. And my stepsister did an exchange in the Netherlands. And it was great. Like, you learn a lot. You get to travel a little bit, which is great too. And so taking advantage of this while you're in university is a really good opportunity for you, especially because like it only gets busier, to be honest. So you might as well do it earlier on, and then I get to enjoy the rest of university. So I'll pass it back to Alex now because she's back.
I think I'm okay. I'm back. I think I've been on meetings the whole day.
I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
If we do exchange, we will still end up with the exact same credits and the exact same, like we'll graduate the exact same way any other student would graduate?
Yeah, exact same thing, because we have already established the equivalences with those schools, because we work closely with them. We have also research collaborations, and it's universities, schools that we're close to, and this is agreements inter-university, and the same for the students that come from their universities. When they come here, they have the courses, the little package, the courses that they do, and they are equivalent to their courses as well for their degree.
Interesting. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So here in Norway, you have these different departments, and you can also take different course packages that you have here. You have a course package in sport management, a really interesting one that we don't have, we can take on outdoor education, which is also, it seems really, really interesting, and another on health and psychology. So you have these different packages that you can choose from their own expertise. Amazing sport facilities in that campus, and you have a nice image here. So, and the training center has a really interesting reputation. So it's a really, really good place to visit, and a really, really strong experience for you with a good campus life. So if you want to do it in French, you can go to France, you can go at Nantes, at Marseille, at Lyon. We have agreements as well with these different universities. And we also, we have collaborations with some researchers in these universities as well. And we always have French students coming to us as well. So this is Université Claude Bernard à Lyon 1. L'Université de Nantes, and that's the one in 2019. What I was telling you about the ESM summer school, that's the one. This one was in Madrid, but every year it changes. So it's also, and the interesting one fact with this one is that it's 1 week. It's an intensive course, while the others are a semester. So when students do this one, it's in the summer, so they go to Madrid for 1 week, and then they travel around Europe, which is really interesting as well. So here are some slide on eligibility steps, the possibility of scholarships. So you have all this information online, but I also put here the contact person. So the professor that is now in charge of the international exchange is François Aman. So take his name, and if you have questions after looking at the information online and seeing the possibilities, but now obviously maybe not now because but you can think about it. You can start planning maybe and see how things change for the future. So I think that's my last slide.